Listen, Dallas in 2026, this city's about to go through the kind of growth that makes you double take on your own hometown. And I'm not kidding, guys. Stuff is popping up so fast, it's starting to feel like Dallas got a hold of some performance-enhancing supplements. This year, we've got the world showing up for the biggest sporting event on the planet. Brand new theme parks are dropping, whole entertainment districts are rising from the dirt, and neighborhoods that are so massive, they're basically building mini cities inside of the Metroplex. And the wildest part about it all, guys, most people either have no idea or they simply just can't keep up what's about to happen. They've heard about the buzz, they've seen the headline or two, right? But once you see everything that's lined up back to back all happening at the same time, man, 2026 might be the biggest year that we've ever seen. All right, how about we open things up with Dallas being an international destination on a world stage this year, guys? Because in 2026, Dallas isn't just hosting a couple soccer games, we're hosting 9 World Cup matches. More than any other host city in North America, guys. That means for over a month, Dallas-Fort Worth is basically turning into the world's biggest block party. You're gonna see Argentinian flags on Beltline, England fans completely lost in North Park, and entire friend groups who suddenly care about soccer because the vibes are just going to be immaculate. And then over there at Fair Park is becoming the 39-day FIFA fan festival, guys. We're talking about giant viewing screens, concerts, pop-ups, food from every culture that you can think of, and about 35,000 people a day packed into one of the most historic spots in our city. I want you to really picture that for a second. 35,000 people losing their minds every single day for over a month. Guys, if that doesn't scream Dallas is alive, then I don't really know what does. The hotels are prepping, the restaurants are gearing up, and every rooftop bar within a 20-mile radius is about to be standing room only. Because this isn't just an event, guys, it's a complete takeover. And a global one at that, and Dallas is gonna be in the spotlight heaven. And just so we're clear, this is only topic 1 and we're just warming up. And real quick, before I forget, if this is your first time to the channel, I'm Mark with the Dallas Relocation Guide, and we help people buy, sell, and relocate right here to the Dallas Metroplex, guys. Look, nobody's out here giving you the insights, the intel, and all the stuff that you need to make the best decisions for you and your family about making such a colossal move down to a completely different area. So if you're thinking about making that move, guys, feel free to reach out. All of our contact info is down in the description below and pinned to the top of the chat. Listen, we're waiting on your call. We help families do this every single day, and we can make sure that you move to the right area. Now, if you thought that first reveal was wild, I promise you the stuff that's coming up next is on a whole different level, and you might be ready to move here after you hear about it. All right, enough of the warm-up, guys. Let's take this field trip up north, because Frisco in 2026, man, it's not just developing, it's not just expanding, it's straight up evolving into something that's almost unrecognizable. So let's start with the headline that made the entire Metroplex spit out their coffee, and that's gonna be 3 words: Universal Kids Resort. Yeah, Frisco woke up one morning, it stretched, it cracked its knuckles, and it said, you know what, let's build a theme park, a real one for children, for chaos, and for the culture. And this is gonna have 7 different theme lands, a resort hotel, characters popping out like they're on a commission structure, and parents already tired just thinking about it. And the wildest part about all of this is not even the main event. This is just the warm-up lap, because just down the street over in Fields West, they're gonna be pulling up with that new money type of energy. And this is gonna be so strong, it might just need its own HOA bylaws just for the confidence level. You want the rooftop bars? Check. You want the restaurants with menus you pretend to understand? Check. You want walkable everything? Check. The patios are going to be carefully engineered to make you want to order a second drink you absolutely don't even need. Fields West is basically out here doing the architectural equivalent of a slow-motion hair flip. Next up, we have The Mix, a $3 billion lifestyle-heavy, park-wrapped, vibe-infused mega district that looks like somebody let a group of interior designers and urban planners cook unsupervised at 2 a.m. It's gonna have a massive central park, luxury hotels, a fancy grocery store that will absolutely judge you for buying the off-brand cereal. Restaurants on restaurants on restaurants. Like, if you're trying to make sure that you never have to cook again, this is the place you're gonna be. And honestly, if Clyde Warren Park and the Domain down in Austin had a baby and they had like a trust fund, it would look exactly like The Mix. So here's the truth, guys. North Dallas is no longer just the suburbs, right? North Dallas is a lifestyle hydra. You cut off one entertainment head, 3 more sprout instantly with better lighting and valet parking. It's theme parks, it's urban villages, it's rooftop bars, it's families, foodies, influencers, boomers, and the corporate boroughs all fighting for the same Saturday night parking spot. If you're not really paying attention, you're gonna blink and realize that Frisco built an entire new city while you were arguing about traffic on 121. But all right, let's take a breath real quick. Woosah. I want you to wipe your forehead, drink some water, because next, while all this fun, flashy entertainment stuff is dropping up north, Dallas is also out here quietly building entire new towns from scratch. I'm talking about the master plan communities so massive that everything we've covered so far, it makes it look like an appetizer. And in 2026, that's the year they finally step out of the shadows. So this next part of Dallas, this one honestly feels illegal. Because somehow, while the rest of America is arguing about gas prices and HOA fees, Dallas said, yeah, cool story, bro. We're gonna build entire new towns from scratch. And in 2026, this is gonna be the year that the curtain lifts up. So first up, let's talk about the landmark, Denton's crown jewel right now. This is gonna be 6,000 homes, guys, 3,000 multifamily units, 3 on-site schools, 35 miles of trails, and an ATV so big it might actually own its own gravitational pull. It's not gonna be a neighborhood, it's a newborn freaking city, sipping Pedialyte and stretching before it starts running marathons. The models here are set to open in 2026, so I want you to prepare your jaw, guys. All right, so now let's swing over to Flower Mound, and that's when you're gonna hit First Ranch, guys, which honestly sounds like a high-end outdoor clothing brand, but no, this is gonna be a 2,300 mega community slowly rising like a prairie phoenix. All the roads, utilities, and infrastructure, that's gonna go live in 2026, and then HEB is gonna be right next door. And we're talking about thousands of homes being queued up right behind that. I want you to think Western vibes, modern life, and a master plan thicker than your grandma's lasagna. First Ranch isn't gonna be coming in quietly, guys. It's arriving like it's hired its own hype team. Now, as we head south from here and suddenly you're in Goodland, Texas, and listen, this thing started as a development. Now it's morphing into a Texas suburb Voltron. We're talking about 5,000 acres, 10,000 homes. I said 10,000 homes. You're gonna get the trails, the town center, schools, and the brand new Goodland Parkway opening up the floodgates over in 2026. This is the year Goodland stops being that, oh, cool new community, we've heard about it a few times, and then really becomes that, wait, is this an entire municipality? And the answer to that is gonna be hell yes. And if we slide down just a few miles from there and boom, now we're talking about Lake Song. And this one has just been announced as a 100-acre lake community, guys. It's gonna have a Del Webb 55+ village, thousands of homes wrapped around water, trails, greenery, and that I think I'm on vacation, but actually I'm just going home type of energy. A lot of the phases are already underway here, guys. The models, they're circling around that 2026-27 timelines, but I really want you to listen closely to this because this neighborhood is on the onset and it's gonna completely change what Mansfield, Waxahachie, and Midlothian are actually doing down there on the Southern Corridor. And then I'm gonna slide in one of my sleeper picks, guys, Craver Ranch, guys. This one is quiet and I'm not saying too much about it, but when you hit North Denton, guys, 7,000 to 9,000 homes are on the horizon, guys. We're talking about a massive commercial footprint, early infrastructure brewing in 2026. I want you to think of it as Denton's long game chess move, right? The moment that you look away on this one, it grows into the next powerhouse suburb before your Waze app even updates the map. And then let's talk about going out far east, guys, Terra freaking Nova. And that's a pretty cool name, but it's an even cooler scale, guys. This is gonna be Terrell, Texas's $3 billion future city, and it's launching its first real estate moves in 2026. This is gonna have thousands of homes, mixed use, a 20-year build out that basically says Kaufman County is on the rise. If you wanna see where affordability and opportunity run off into the next decade, guys, follow the Terra Nova project, guys. But last but not least, guys, Powder Creek Ranch over in Bonham. This one's gonna be the wild card, the outer ring disruptor, wait, what the heck is Bonham? This is a community that shocks you until you realize, oh, this is actually pretty brilliant. It's gonna be the first major master plan community in that area. We're talking about 3,000 homes groundbreaking in 2026, guys. It's gonna be the kind of spot early adopters brag about later like they bought Bitcoin in 2014. So here's the real takeaway. I want you to listen closely. Dallas isn't expanding, it's multiplying. 2026 is the year all these places stop being renderings and start being reality. Roads, models, parks, grocery anchors, schools, the whole package. These communities are about to reshape where people live, work, shop, and flex for the next 30 years. And real quick, before we go any further, guys, we want to hear from you. Which one of these mega communities matches your vibe, your energy, your future Dallas personality? I want you to drop it down in the comments and tell us the ones that you're excited about. All right, so look, Dallas didn't just wake up one day and decide to build a few cute little shopping centers, guys. Nah, Dallas said, what if we created lifestyle districts that are so nice, so rich, people start lying about living near them on their dating profiles? And that's exactly what's happening in 2026, guys. First up is gonna be Fields West, which honestly feels like Legacy West's younger, better looking cousin who just got back from studying abroad and now has opinions about wine pairings. This place is walking streets, restaurant patios, boutique stores, rooftops, beautifully lit everything, right? The kind of vibe where you go out for one drink and end up doing a full-blown lifestyle montage. But just wait, because right across the way, the mix we talked about earlier is pulling up like, yeah, that's cute. Now I want you to watch me work. The mix is gonna be 112 acres and it's a whole package that's basically raising the whole standard of living around here. And then there's gonna be the Dallas International District that's gonna be the glow up of the century. Right now, it's basically a massive canvas with a whole lot of potential energy. But when it hits, guys, when this is finished, this is gonna be Dallas's global cultural front door. It's going to bring in international dining, global festivals, multilingual street markets, and a future park that's supposed to be so nice, people actually bring out-of-towners here on purpose. When this thing finally goes vertical, date night is going to start feeling like a passport stamp. And the wildest part about it all, they barely even started cooking yet. And don't let me forget about Hall Park, right? Because Frisco is out here behaving like it's running for office, right? Hall Park is going full prestige mode. It's getting upgraded office towers, public art, lakeside boardwalks, and a performing arts center, green spaces for your weekend picnics or existential crisis. So by 2026, it's basically transforming into a work, play, live, repeat loop that's way too addictive. And here's the God-honest truth about all of these districts, guys. They aren't just shopping centers or mixed-use developments, right? They're lifestyle engines, cultural ecosystems, little pockets of urban magic sprinkled around the DFW that make you think, dang, maybe I do want to walk these places. The restaurants over here are just going to hit different. The architecture, it just looks different. The energy is always going to hit different. These places are where people go on dates, they host friends, they spend their Saturdays, they take their Instagram stories, they get proposed to, and accidentally spend $60 on brunch. It's truly the full Dallas experience, crystallized and curated. And get this, we're still only just getting started. These lifestyle districts are just the warm-up reps compared to what's coming up next. Because Dallas is about to step fully into the outdoors area, and what Mother Nature has planned for 2026, yeah, it's quite filthy. So Dallas has been building theme parks, entertainment districts. It's been a lot, right? So naturally, Dallas hit a moment of self-awareness and said, you know what? People might want to breathe air that doesn't necessarily come out of the HVAC system. And that's really when all the outdoor upgrades started. All right, so first up, let's talk about Palo Pinto Mountain State Park, guys, and this is going to be opening up in 2026. This is the first new state park near DFW in more than 2 decades. This place is going to be massive. Just like everything in the Big D, guys, it has the big sky, the big cliffs, the big lake, and big let me pretend I'm outdoorsy for Instagram energy. If you want hiking, it's going to have miles upon miles. If you want a peaceful lake retreat, then pack the cooler, right? If you want to escape your responsibilities and touch actual grass, this is the motherland. And still, Dallas isn't even done yet, not even close, because right here in the heart of the city, the Dallas International District is quietly cooking up a brand new Central Park. A legit green escape built for picnics, festivals, global markets, toddlers chasing bubbles, couples taking anniversary pictures, and that one friend who insists they manifest better near water features. This park is about to become the city's multicultural backyard. It's like Dallas finally realized if we're gonna turn heads internationally, we need somewhere pretty to host the photo shoot. And then, of course, there's Harold Simmons Park, which we talked about previously, and that's going to be the Trinity River's long-awaited, I swear it's happening this time, transformation. Slowly but surely, 200 acres of urban parkland are turning into trail loops, overlooks, wetlands, river walks, and the type of scenic views that make you forget your 12 minutes from the American Airlines Center. And while all this magic is taking shape, Dallas is braiding in new trail systems across districts like Hall Park, Fields, and the Mix, guys. We're entering an era where you can go from brunch to the park to the trails, and then catch the sunset before ever touching your gas pedal. Well, let's not get crazy. You're still gonna have to drive. But here's the thing. Dallas isn't just adding parks, guys. It's building breathing room, reset buttons, mini escapes. The kind of outdoor spaces that make the city feel bigger in the best way possible. And for once, it's not just because of more traffic, right? These are the places you go when you need your soul rinsed off after 40 minutes on 635. Places where your kids can run, your dog can thrive, your stress can dissolve, and your Fitbit can finally stop judging you for a day. These parks and trails aren't just scenery, guys. They're Dallas lifestyle upgrades in 2026. So if everything we've talked about so far feels big, just wait until you see what 2026 does to your social calendar. This is the year Dallas looks every resident dead in the eye and says, oh, you want to relax? Cute, I got something for that. The food scene alone is out here bulking up, guys. New restaurant districts, rooftop spots, chef flexes, every corner of the city is turning into somebody's new favorite hangout. Your bank account is already stressed and we're not even at dessert yet. And then all the festivals start to roll in like they coordinated behind your back. You got the Frisco BBQ Fest dropping smoky heat. You got the Lunar New Year turning Grand Prairie into Firecracker Runway. You got the Breakaway Festival blasting EDM and hip hop until your spirit leaves your body. And then you have the Texas Pinball Festival, where grown adults act like hitting a high score is a Nobel Peace Prize. All the while, you have the Stampede of Speed doing what it always does, shaking the earth with horsepower and cowboy energy you can feel in your chest. Dallas really doesn't have a problem with just grabbing your weekend in the headlock and telling you to keep up or else. But check it, if you've made it this far, first off, bless your curiosity, because Dallas in 2026 is gonna be a lot. But here's the real deal. If you're planning a move here, thinking about relocating, or you're already in Dallas and trying to figure out where the opportunities are before this city levels up again, don't do this alone. Guys, my team helps people move to Dallas every single week because 2026 is going to be the kind of year where having someone who actually knows what's coming is going to be the difference between you loving where you live or maybe regretting it. So if you're thinking about making a move, buying or selling this year, guys, feel free to reach out. All of our contact info is down in the description below and pinned to the top of the chat. And hey, if you're still in research mode, don't stop here, guys. I put together a full playlist that'll walk you through the neighborhoods, the best suburbs, everything you need to understand about the Dallas lifestyle on a deeper level. I've curated them and put them into a bingeable playlist, and all you have to do is click right there.